Today we'll be learning how to squat. Our squat is one of the compound exercise. A compound exercise means an exercise that works more than one muscle group. For example, if we are to squat, we're working on the front leg, the quadriceps, the core, the posture, the posterior chain, and also a bit of the glute. So there are more than one muscle group that is working on, and it's called compound exercise. Okay, similarly, if you have watched my deadlift video, it's also one of the compound exercise that activates more than one muscle group. And today we'll be learning how to squat. Learning how to squat is important because you will see a lot of people squat with different posture. Some may even push the knee forward. Okay, so first we have to understand which part of the muscle group the squat is working on. Mainly lower body, which part? The front part. Okay, so if we are to push our knee forward, where are we working on? We're working on our knees. We're placing the pressure on our knees. So how do we put the focus here? We have to take the weight on the front leg. We have to push our hips backward. Okay, so we can see when I push my hips backward, I'm putting the pressure on the legs, on the front leg instead of my knees. Compare if like that, I may focus on the knees and a little of ankle, which is actually not so correct. It may hurt you. Okay, so we must squat carefully. So similarly, always chest up, abs tight. When we squat, we don't want to squat with the body round. Okay? We don't want to squat with the weight pressing us. We have to control the weight. Imagine we have the weight on our back. We don't want it to be pressing us. Yeah? Even if I'm pushing my weight back, you can see my body weight is leaning forward. Yeah. If like that, you can see. So what is this? It means that you might have lack of mobility on the hip. You cannot go down further. And because you want to go down, unconsciously, you are leaning forward. You think that it's going down, but actually you are actually leaning down. So how do we do this correctly? So we are pushing our hips back. For example, I'm doing a back squat. Okay, so we have to fix our knee position because our knees will determine where the squat, the knee will go, the toe position. Okay, if I'm to put my toes forward, I will squat like that. If I will put the toes outward, my knee will go outward. Yes? So it's important to position our toes. You determine where our knees will go. Okay, of course, when we squat, we always need to point our knees out, our toes out, so we won't obstruct our squatting position. So let's say if I have to push my knee frontward, yeah, so I might have a bit of obstacle. It's not possible. It's more of the quad dominant, but I might have restricted range compared to when I point my toes outward. I can go down further. Yeah, I still can work on the same part with better range. Okay, so you can see when I squat, I will not lean forward. I will just think about the hip. Okay, hip go down and goes up. So if you are trying this at home, try this. Okay, point this out. Try to just go down. Try just go down and see how far can you go. Can you be like this? With the knee shooting out and then your hand touches the ground, the chest is up. Can you do this position? Yeah, this is a relaxed position. You should not feel tense. But let's say if you cannot find it hard, You might have tightness on the hip. They cannot go down further anymore. Okay, so choose a stance that you're comfortable. Because the wider the stance, you may have a range, limited range. So close the stance slightly, can go down. And when this is a full squat position, a full squat is important for the knees health, the joint health, and also focus more on the posture, the quad, the glute, and the core. So we should always squat to full range. But you will see a lot of people squat to 90 degrees. This is the minimal range. It's correct too, but this is the minimal. Correct 90 degree. Okay, you can see a 90 degree, the knee position. Okay, another thing take note is your knees. So let's say your knees, when you squat, you try to not to push your knee outward. Even if I go down, my knee is more than my toes already. It's very stressful. So when we squat, we always make sure the knee is not more than the toes. Okay, so you can place the weight on your quadriceps and your glutes, and go down. Try it. This is a front squat. Okay, so point your knees out and go down and up. And then you breathe. You breathe inside. Keeping your chest up. You will feel a little bit of stress here. Make sure you don't be shy when you squat. A lot of people, they are shy to squat. It's also relating to the hip bone. So if you squat with your hip hiding away, you are a little bit shy with this. So try to turn this out. Turn the hip bone out when you squat. So you're pushing hips backward. Okay? Yep. So you are working on your legs, your hip. Okay. How to do the squat? Many different variations to do the squat. If you have a tight shoulder, that squat is not for you because you're going to lock the shoulder blade if you're holding the bar at the back. So don't do this. If you feel tight or uncomfortable, opt this out. Okay, do the front squat, holding a plate, water bottle, and you hold it here, close the elbow, engage your core, and go down, down, up, down, up. So we're working on both legs. You'll see some people, they're doing lunges. If you see my other videos, I'm showing you how to lunge. Always step back, weight on the front leg, go down. Okay, switch. Yep, so you lean forward, keeping your back straight. Long spine, abs tight. Single leg squat. So that's called single leg squat. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions on how to squat, text me out. See you soon.